Respected Executive Chairman of Baahrakhari Media, Honorable Finance Minister, respected former Finance Minister, Mr. Amitabh Kant, Mr. Michael Fawley, Presidents of FNCCI, Nepal Chamber, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my warm greetings to you all. First of all, I'd like to extend my sincere appreciation to Baahrakhari Media family for organizing this important and continuous initiative of linking sports, particularly golf, with the economy. At the same time, I commend the organizer for hosting this meaningful discussion on how Nepal's economic transformation can be achieved and how we can build a stronger and more resilient economy. I wish the event every success. Honorable Finance Minister has recently presented a comprehensive overview of the country's economic situation. Therefore, rather than reiterating the current status and challenges, I'd like to briefly highlight some of the key measures that are necessary to address the issues seen in our economy. Following a public movement that strongly demanded good governance, corruption control, and transparency in public institutions, as well as broader economic and social development, the country has now secured stable government through election. Unlike the past, where parliamentary arithmetic often dictated instability, we now have a government with continuity. The private sector has long called for such stability, and we are optimistic that this will also bring consistency in economic policies. We are equally hopeful that there will be positive changes in laws and attitude that facilitate investment expansion. It is now essential to create an environment that encourages the private sector and investors who have been in a wait and watch mode to actively invest and expand. Today's need is not just verbal assurance, but building trust through actions. In Nepal's current legal framework, there has been a tendency to detain entrepreneurs first and hear them later. Even in cases of general economic offenses, provisions of detention have created fear among industrialists and discouraged open investment expansion. CNI has been consistently advocating to reform such legal provisions so that businesses-related issues are treated under civil liability rather than criminal liability. Accordingly, legal reforms should ensure that economic offenses are dealt with through financial penalties rather than custodial measures. Industrialization is a prerequisite for economic transformation and job creation. Therefore, it is crucial to facilitate the establishment of industries and reduce cost of doing business. A key step would be to ensure custom duties, raw materials, and used for production at least one level lower than those finished goods. Furthermore, its differentials could be increased to 2 levels or at least 10% as demanded by industry. It would significantly support domestic industrial growth. All public service delivery system and procedures should be made fully digital, faceless, contactless, and paperless. A single window system based on digital platforms should be implemented effectively to provide simple and efficient services to industries. It is now an opportunity to enter into a second phase of economic transformation. For this, comprehensive tax reform is essential. The current system of multiple and complex taxes should be streamlined into limited number of taxes. Tax collections should be unified through single system, and revenue should then be distributed across different levels of government accordingly. Outdated and irrelevant laws that hinder economic development must be repealed, amended, or replaced. Although the government of Nepal has made reforms in some laws over time, significant gaps remain. CNI has already submitted a list of such laws along with recommendations to the government. Key areas of such reforms include advance payment guarantee laws, payment security laws, and integrated intellectual property legislations, among others. Honorable Finance Minister, we must build prosperous nation within our own generation. For this, the government must provide a policy and legal facilitation to private sector. The approach should be encouraging rather than restrictive. Regulations should be effective but not controlling to the extent that discourages enterprise. With this vision, the Confederation of Nepalese Industries has currently in a final stage of study aimed at transforming Nepal's economy, currently around $45 billion, into a $100 billion economy. The study indicates that if Nepal can achieve an average annual economic real growth rate of around 6%, the economy could reach $100 billion by around 2033. in nominal terms and by 2039 in real terms. By 2050, the study projects structural transformation of GDP compositions. Agriculture contribution is expected to decline from currently 25% to around 13%. Industry share expected to increase from 13% to 16%. And the high value service sector is projected to grow from 62 to 71%. We'll soon organize a broader consultation program to gather feedback from stakeholders on the study. Based on these inputs, we are preparing to publicly release the detailed report in near future. I once again thank Baahrakhari Media for continuously promoting the integration of sports into economy through this initiative. I express my best wishes for the continuation of such efforts in the future. My gratitude to the organizers, including Mr. Pratik Pradhan and Mr. Gyaneshwar Acharya, for providing this opportunity. Thank you very much.